Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Monday, November 27th, 2017. Hoping you all had a great Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Here is what's happening today. Disney certainly had a great Thanksgiving weekend with the release of Disney Pixar's newest film, Coco, which took in $71.2 million at the domestic box office after playing in almost 4,000 theaters. A distant second was Warner Brothers' Justice League with $60 million. That was in its second weekend. And this is now, I believe, the fourth year in a row that Disney has owned the Thanksgiving weekend with this film coming in fourth. Frozen in 2013 took in $93 million. Moana in 2017 with $82 million. And Toy Story 3 in 2010 with $80 million. So another very successful launch for Disney Pixar, and Rotten Tomatoes giving it, I think it was a 96%, and great word of mouth. So this is a must-see movie for the holiday season if you haven't checked it out yet. An interesting story coming out of Bloomberg this morning. There is chatter, according to Bloomberg, that Bob Chapek, who is the current chairman of the current head of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, is being viewed among, quote, people familiar with the company as the likely successor to Disney CEO Bob Iger when he steps down in 2019. Now, the successor to Bob Iger has been fraught with political intrigue and drama over the last couple of years. It had been Tom Staggs, widely considered to have been the heir apparent once Iger stepped down, but the board wasn't comfortable with that. And so as a result, Staggs resigned, leaving the question of who would succeed Iger open. And I'm going to be honest with you. This reads like a leak you would get from somebody who was campaigning for the job. I don't know how much stock you can put in this. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this... Let's wait and see what happens with this. This reads to me like people in Bob Chapek's team are leaking something because they want to get his name out there as a potential successor. Because, 2019 isn't that far away, and Iger's already extended his contract, and it's time for them to put something in place. You don't want a company the size of Disney not having a clear succession plan. That makes investors very nervous, makes shareholders very nervous. So very interesting to see what is going to happen next with that. On a completely different topic, something that, I don't know, this just struck me as funny. Apparently, Starbucks is now delivering in Disney Springs. So what's going to happen is you download the Starbucks app onto your phone, and you use your credit and debit card to place an order for, food, beverages, whatever. And then you call Starbucks at a certain number and let them know your name and where you are shopping. And then within 10 to 20 minutes, a barista will come into that location calling your name to deliver your items. So who else thinks that this is how this is going to go? People are going to be at, let's say, World of Disney, and they're going to place this order. And then they're going to move to the marketplace or someplace else and forget that, Starbucks is coming with an order. And you're going to have baristas running all around Disney Springs screaming people's names. It's going to happen. The delivery service is going to be available daily between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. So very interested to see how this is going to work. Over on The Diz today, our contributor Alex Zaslavsky, hope I'm pronouncing that right, has his list of the best Disney World meet and greets. You can check that out on wdwinfo.com. And over on disboards.com today, there's a discussion taking place about people getting motion sick on Flight of Passage. Now, I did a little bit, but that was only because I had ridden it, then gone to have lunch, and then went back and rode it again after lunch. The after lunch part, I started getting a little queasy. But I get motion sick pretty easy. But if you want to join in that conversation, head over to the Theme Parks Attractions and Strategies Forum on disboards.com. Over on disunplug.com today, the Disneyland edition of the Diz Unplugged with host Tom Bell and his team has Nancy Johnson discussing her recent visit to Universal Studios Hollywood, including the Christmas festivities at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And finally, if you're heading into the parks in Orlando tomorrow, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 79 and a low of 66. Out in California, mostly sunny skies with a high of 78 and a low of 50. You can find links to all these stories and more on our Daily Fix main page at wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. That'll do it for me today. Join us again tomorrow with the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great week, everybody.